Hi everyone, I'm Yasmina Slimani. I'm the founder and CEO of Elisyan Wealth Ventures, where we've built the first private by design global finance app. Today, I'm super excited to be joined by Marie-Gaëlle, who is the co-founder of Olympe Gestion de Patrimoine, OGP.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you, Yasmina, for hosting. Indeed, I'm Marie-Gaëlle. I'm co-founder of OGP, Olympe Gestion de Patrimoine. And to talk a little bit about myself, basically after around 10 years in wealth management, we created Olympe Gestion de Patrimoine. There's a French wealth management practice, and our goal is to provide a strategic, personalized financial advice to our clients and to people, especially those navigating life across borders.
Wonderful. Well, thanks again for your time, Marie-Gaëlle. Today, we will be discussing with Marie-Gaëlle. We'll talk about the importance of tailored wealth management in general, but importantly, how OGP supports their clients, some of the most common financial challenges that you see that are faced by international clients in particular. And finally, we'll talk about why we're here today and how Elisyan has been supporting you and your clients. I'd love to hear more about what inspired you to start Olympe and also that focus that you have on French expats and those living in France.
Yeah. Well, after working in traditional banks, I saw a gap, especially for French expats or international clients. They often face very complex financial and legal questions, and I really wanted to offer a more tailored, independent, and human approach in navigating the finance.
And what are some of the services that you offer to them? Like, how do you help them?
Well, we offer holistic support, wealth management, estate planning, real estate financing for non-residents, coaching. Every solution is personalized. So it's all about simplifying complexity and helping the clients to feel confident and in control. It all starts with knowing why they do it.
Who's your typical clients? Like, what type of clients do you typically work with?
Very good question. Honestly, any type. We are very proud to work with all type of clients. They could be, regardless on how much wealth they have or financial knowledge they have. We love helping clients and people that would take control of their finance, starting with their very first pound or euro or dollar or any currency.
And that's one thing I really liked actually when we were talking about is how inclusive you are. But what would you say makes your approach a bit more different from traditional wealth management firms?
Yeah. I mean, I think traditional firms often focus exclusively on high net worth clients and on the local situation. At OGP, what we try to do is take a different approach. We welcome everyone, no matter the level of wealth or financial knowledge, as I said earlier. Um, and what we do is taking a comprehensive approach with the aim of advising the clients on the specific issues, but as well as taking into account the overall situation, including the civil situation, like the prenuptial arrangement, how the contract is made, in which country, all of the tax situation. That could be the income tax, capital gain tax, inheritance. We really work around all of these questions and all of the type of assets that they might have. And knowing all of this, then we will see the plans for the future, and all of this information will help us in order to provide meaningful and comprehensive support.
Yeah, it's so important to have that holistic view, isn't it? And another thing that we've talked about, and that comes a lot in our conversations that I've heard you mention a lot, is the importance around education, coaching, and empowerment. You're always focusing on that, and I'd love to hear more about how you integrate this into how you've integrated that into your practice.
Well, coaching is key. So many clients, they feel overwhelmed or disconnected from their finance. We help them clarifying goals, make confidence decisions, and truly understand the why behind the strategy, not just the numbers. And I think while advising tells you what to do, coaching will help you to understand why it matters and give you the confidence to do it. And both are essential, for lasting financial empowerment.
Absolutely. And empowerment, again, is another passion actually that we both share. And especially, and one thing that you've talked a lot about, that I know you do a lot also around, is for women. And you've been playing a key role around there. And I'd love to, if you could talk a bit more about why and how you've been doing it.
Well, yes, like I think many women have been excluded from the financial conversations and are less interested in investment. I think, for example, we will be less likely to have a conversation about investment around a pint of beer, like the men will do. And I want to change that. I want more people to be able to talk about those kind of things around a pint or something else. Uh, and yeah, we support women and all of our clients, obviously. In becoming autonomous and confident with money. And I think, and I'm certain actually, that adapting our sessions to everyone's space and giving the knowledge to everyone, that will really help making the right decision with your money. And it will help as well decreasing the financial inequalities that exist today.
You've used quite a few words here that are that resonated a lot of with me, and I guess my question is: do you find that more and more of your clients are seeking more autonomy and independence around managing their finances?
I would say most of them, because it's 2025. Everybody has access to all of the knowledge, a lot of tools, and they all want it. Like we all want it. We don't want like a passive advice or things like that, but we want as well the right person that we can trust, that will help you to go through all of the informations that are available online. And I think that's where the coaching is working. We are here to be the person that they can trust. We are advisors, so we are here to be the person that they would trust with the finance. Finance is very intimate, so it's good to have someone you can trust. And I think that's where our coaching and our digital tools comes in.
And you did talk about, and something I see a lot that especially women tend to lack that, but not just them, is that confidence that is so important to have as you talk about empowerment. And what are some of the ways that you help your clients build that confidence?
Um, I think I will answer with 3 words: knowledge is power.
We talked about empowerment earlier on. We talked about some of the challenges that your clients may have. What are some of the most common ones that you see that your clients tend to face before they come to you, of course?
Mm. I, I think it's a bit what I said earlier is we have access to a multitude of information available, and I think as well for clients that are cross border, for example, there are a lot of information and products that are on both sides of the border. So I don't know if you're living in the UK but you're French, you would have some assets in France, and the way you would build your assets, you would build your portfolios and stuff can affect your British tax, for example. So everything that you will do can have an effect, on each side of the border. So I think it's kind of a challenge to be able to know what to do on each on side, and what information is the right one. I think, yeah, it's all of the information, the lack of interest as well coming from it, the lack of time, because we all living in a society where we don't have time. So that's a big thing. And as well, there's a lot of information, but there's also a lot of scams. So you don't really know which one to trust, how to sort them. And that's probably, yeah, the most challenging things.
And how do they impact your clients' confidence as it comes to managing their finances? What do they do typically?
Well, it depends, but what I can tell from a lot of clients that call me for the first time, they're all a bit ashamed because they're like, oh, we just didn't know what to do. So basically, the money is like slipping into a cash account and waiting for me to just wake up one day or just something happens or make a call to me. Uh, but basically, it's everybody's doing the same. They dig a hole, they put their head in it, and they just one day I will take the time to sort the information or call the right person. So don't be ashamed. It's normal. It happens to a lot of people. So just call me.
And I think also sometimes it's you need help, but you just don't know who to ask and where to start. And like you said, there's a lot of noise out there, so it's just finding that first person who's going to be able to tell you even where to start is so difficult, and making sure that you can trust them that they're doing things because it's in their best interest. And once they finally meet you, how do you help them overcome those obstacles?
What we do is, I think, giving them the knowledge, giving them the time to just go through all of the question. Because sometimes they even tell me like, "Oh, this is a stupid question." It's not a stupid question. Like, it's my job. It's not your job. You can't know everything, and it all depends of your objectives, of your investment profile, of your risk profiles, on a lot of things. So you can't know it all. Um, if I want to quote my mom, I would say that it's okay not to know, but it's not okay not to ask.
And if you never ask, you will never know. But I think it's a very French thing also, like to say, I'm going to ask a stupid question. No, if you have a question, if you need, that means that you need to know. And yeah, I think we tend to always put ourselves down a little bit, and we're afraid to ask.
Definitely. And I mean, it's my job to teach you how it works. Like, if you knew everything, then you would be probably in my chair, and I wouldn't exist. My job wouldn't exist. So you can't know it all.
Obviously, we're here today because we work together. We're super excited that Elysian, I love also the Elysian and Olympe coming together to work together. Could you? I'm really curious to hear, why did you choose to offer this type of solution to your clients? To have an app that would allow them to see everything in one place, cross border. I mean, obviously, yeah. What drove you to make that decision and choose this type of solution?
Well, we have an international branch. We have expatriate clients. We have some US clients as well. And I think we just needed an application that would enable our clients to monitor the international assets and reporting as well in order to manage them more efficiently. So that will help us to have access to it. That will help the clients to have access to all of the international assets. And I think it's something they really look forward to. Um, so I think our edition and would just enable us to and our clients to maintain a constant contact as well, and to retain immediate visibility on all of the accounts, and the availability of all our clients. Um, and yeah, and I would add that the security of the security of it, the confidentiality, and the transparency of it is something that's really appealing, especially in 2025 with a lot of things happening around. Uh, something that we take very seriously.
Data privacy, yeah, absolutely. So, and why Elysian? Why us? Why did you? I mean, obviously there are, actually there are not that many, but there are some some other players out there. I'm curious to hear why you decided to pick us. I love asking that question.
Well, I think there's I think there's this different aspect, but If I want to quote my associate, who is a bit more geeky than I am, there would be definitely the security of it, just what I mentioned earlier, the confidentiality, the fact that you own the whole system, the fact that it's super accessible, it's free, it's consist for the clients. So yeah, but in our job, privacy and confidentiality is just super important. We cannot lose the data or things like that. It's just impossible. On my perspective, it's a bit different. I really like the white label access. I think it just gives to the to OGP like really a real asset, and all of the new features that's going to be added in development at the moment. It's really cool. And obviously, because I think we're just, as human, we're just sharing a lot of the same human values.
Yeah, and I still remember the first time we connected. It's like I would say something and be like, "Oh my god, I so agree," and then you would say something. I was like, "That's exactly how I think."
100% on the same page for a lot of things. So it was just it was just obvious.
Yeah, and obviously, in addition, what are some of the benefits that this app? How do you see it adding more to you and to your clients?
It adds value to my clients. It's like a big value they're giving. It's giving. It will increase the loyalty of our clients, I think. And for us, it's really important to develop our clients' relationship, to develop the service that we're giving them. And as well, I think it's going to help us as well to automate, optimize all of the financial reports and all of the monitoring of our clients' asset growth.
Fantastic. Well, we're super excited to be able to support you and support your clients. Maybe final thoughts. If you were to give some advice to French expats or even someone who's preparing to move to France, um, what advice would you give them in regards to? I mean, planning a move is one thing, but when you have to deal with all your finances, it's very overwhelming. Any advice on that end would be really helpful.
I think just start a conversation with me. Just don't let the complexity hold you back. Because I think with the right guidance, you can regain clarity and build a strategy that will fit your life. And I definitely think the earlier the merrier.
So, if anybody wants to reach out to you, what would be the best way to do that?
You can visit our LinkedIn or our website. Our website is og-patrimoine.com, og-patrimoine.com, and just take contact with us.
Wonderful. Fantastic, Marie-Gaëlle. It was so nice speaking with you this afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. If anybody would like to hear more about OGP or get in touch with Marie-Gaëlle, we will add the link also onto after this video. And if you'd like to learn more about Elisyan Wealth or how we better support businesses who have international or more domestic clients, we can help you. Or we can help you become the global trusted partner of choice to all of your clients, domestic and international. Call us. We cannot wait to talk to you. Thank you so much, Marie-Gaëlle. I wish you a wonderful afternoon. Thanks again.